And we're back with another episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And I got my boys with me. We are all finally back with you guys again, man.
It's been a minute.
Like it's been months, right?
It's 4.5, guys. My camera's not on, unfortunately. We need you guys to hit that subscribe button and donate whenever we can, so we can upgrade our equipment here, fellas.
We all know Raul needs it.
So we got Blackie Chan to my right. To the right of him, we got our Guns. Bottom right, we got Tyler, better known as Deion Montana's dad. To the left, we got our ghost friend Raul here.
Fight on, fellas, fight on.
So we are all
Wait.
Oh, what's up?
B. Jones, you're not wearing what you should have been wearing. You know this, right?
Oh, that's right. You have to be wearing
your Lakers.
You're not lying. I slipped up. I forgot. That's my bad.
I just remember
the real kings of LA.
Stop. What's it?
You guys can win your little regular season ring this year, and just like those Oregon Duck fans do, celebrate the irrelevance.
Let Blackie Chan bait us into an argument right now while he sits back, talking about his Denver Nuggets.
Before we move on here, we got to give a shout out for Jordan. He says, "Hey yo, today is my wife's birthday. Can y'all give Kendra a shout out?"
Absolutely, Kendra, happy birthday! We
Fight on, Kendra. Fight on.
Feliz cumpleaños, Kendra. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kendra.
From Light the Torch podcast. We appreciate Jordan, or we appreciate you letting Jordan join us.
Exactly.
Thank you for letting him join us. So happy birthday to you.
Yes, right. You got to be strong to put up with you, Jordan. So, she deserves.
You are the most reasonable Ohio State fan I think we've ever met. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. We definitely appreciate it, Jordan and Kendra. Thank you guys both, and happy birthday to you, Kendra. Right. So, without further ado, get the conversations going, man. There's plenty to talk about tonight. As you guys probably heard by now, our guy Kyle McDonald has left us. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be joining the San Diego Chargers. Wow. The LA Chargers.
That's like 7 years ago.
Yeah, unless you got a time machine. I don't know how he's gonna do that, but yeah, he joined the LA Chargers, man. And honestly, he definitely deserves that, man. He definitely deserves an upgrade to his career, man. So I'm happy for him.
He stuck around a lot longer than I thought he would, because he's been pretty consistent for us.
Right, absolutely. And his track record has always been, he's always been the top of his field, man. As far as running back coach, he's always been one of the tops in the nation, man. So he finally get what he deserved. Some may argue it should have happened, earlier. So big shout out to Kyle McDonald, and we thank him for his services and everything he's done for us. But what that means for us is we are back, left to find another running back coach, man. So we are in the hunt. So far, all our coaching searches up to this point have been great home run hires, man. So we're going to talk about some names that we would like to get in here as a running backs coach. There's plenty that have been thrown out so far. I've been hearing some whispers about a couple guys, but we never know. We know they hold these coaching searches close to their chest. So, we're gonna throw some names out there. You guys tell us who you guys got on your short list. You go ahead and drop them in the chat. And, we can go back and forth with it. Blackie Chan.
So,
man, what are you thinking?
For me, just to be petty, Carlos Lachlan, the running backs coach out of Oregon. So, yeah, just to stick it to them. But if I'm really being serious, if I really want our number one pick, it will be Tashard Choice.
Good.
So, he was technically supposed to be our running backs coach. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when Lincoln first got here. and then Texas decides to steal him away from us. So why don't we steal him back? Oh, hey. Yeah, USC priority.
Yep, priority agrees. I will say that that would definitely be a steal. Tashard Choice is definitely a good name. Definitely has the track record and the resume. Yeah, I mean, he coached with Bijan Robinson. Who else did?
Facts.
So
Jahmyr Gibbs as well.
Yeah, he recruited Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Gunnar mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because he was the Arby's coach for Georgia Tech.
Yep.
So that would not be a bad choice at all. I would not be mad at that. Guns, you got somebody for us in mind?
Yeah, I mean, outside of choice, wouldn't mind Tommy Robinson, former A&M running backs coach. He's unemployed. Didn't get re-signed or whatever the word is. So he's available. Don't have to pay another school. So that'd be my number one.
Okay. My question is, why hasn't he been signed? Is there something that we don't?
That's definitely the question. Yeah,
it's something that we may have to look into. But
definitely,
that's a little interesting. But A&M has been known to do things a little differently, and maybe he's a part of that. Maybe he's a big part of that. So I don't want to bash the guy. I don't know what I'm just throwing it out there. But
no, definitely a good argument. Point of view. I mean, you could definitely make the argument for our current coaches that went from A&M, right? I mean, without the bag, they haven't been so spectacular.
Exactly. So we will see. But yeah, as far as his resume, absolutely. Hopefully there's no extra baggage behind it. But, I wouldn't mind that one at all. Todd, you got anybody in mind?
Yeah. I mean, Mike Hart, he is on leave, Michigan running backs coach. Donovan Edwards, Blake Corum. I mean, don't really need to say more there. Like, they clearly know what they're doing. That would make Jordan quite happy. And I mean, for the fun of it, I'm gonna throw the name out there. Make him say no. Ask Reggie. That guy's gonna walk into any running back's house in the whole entire country, and I mean, like I said, make him say no. Same thing with Tashard Choice. Like, we've hired a bunch of dudes that nobody thought we had a chance with for our defensive staff. So why not go do the same thing with the running backs and go get Tashard Choice and pay him way more money than what Texas is paying him right now?
So I can tell you that Reggie has said in the past that he has no interest in coaching, at least at this time. Just focus on
like raising. I said, make him say no.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not mad at it.
Throw the flyer out there.
There you go.
I'm not expecting
I think if we had his Heisman back, he probably would do it.
I know Mama Jen's a big fan of his. Like, she was talking about on Tunnel Vision like a month ago when she interviewed with them, that like she is in full support of him, and every single time that she can have him around the team and around the university, she wants to have him there. So hearing that type of vocal support from him, I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, like I said, throw the flyer out there. If he says no, he says no. But he's gonna basically be able to pick whatever talent he wants. Do I think it's likely? Absolutely not. Like, it's a less than 1% chance I'd probably put it out there. But
it's a pipe dream.
I mean, we didn't think we had a chance to get Lincoln Riley. We definitely didn't think we were going to get a guy like Eric Henderson. We didn't think that we were going to get Matt Entz to be a linebacker coach. Like, make him say no.
I agree with you.
Lincoln Riley wants to have the best staff ever, so why not?
Yeah.
And if anyone knows USC football, it would be Reggie.
Yep. I mean, yeah, he can walk into anybody's house for sure as a recruiter.
Hey,
bro, anybody?
Lendale White. No, I was just Anthony James, he put his comment before I got the chance, but I was just joking around. Lendale, wow, if you guys want grit and toughness, right? It's all
Hey.
about being tough. So, but no, what about Dylan McCullough from Notre Dame? He was a former coach of ours, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then we won't stick it to Oregon. They're irrelevant. Lucky Chen, you should know that. But no, I respect Notre Dame. So let's stick it to Notre Dame.
Well, Notre Dame is even more irrelevant, but
Yeah, I agree. But Notre Dame's an actual rivalry versus us, you know?
sure.
Were
I
you
don't know,
saying that?
Raul, with how much you talk about Oregon, I think they might be a little bit of a rivalry.
No, that's
See-
just rivalry against their fans. That's all it is, but not the actual program.
But I'm sure you were happy when we got what's his name, Dante.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure you
for
were
sure.
happy when we got him.
Yeah, I was stoked. I'm
So-
still disappointed he left. I think he could have done a great job with us, but it's all right. We didn't what's the word here? We didn't. I guess it was whoever we replaced him with is just as good.
Doug Belk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He was
So we didn't downgrade or we didn't upgrade. I think they're equal in terms of being solid coaches. People would think otherwise because of like how our defense underperformed over the past couple of years, but I mean it's not all on him, right?
Right. I will say that Doug has the better track record for development.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that he's better or not, but his track record is definitely better.
Who's? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Our current DB coach.
Doug's.
Oh, for sure. But what do you guys think of McCullough? Do you guys think that would be a solid option or no?
I mean, hey, it might be a long shot to bring something like that back, but I mean, who knows?
Is he still at Kansas City?
No, he's,
No, he's
with
back at
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So from the chat, some people are saying, well, USC priority said hard pass on DeMarco Murray. We've removed the OU stench. Don't need it back. I don't know who sent DeMarco Murray to begin with, but
Those lists for sure.
I think
who
that
else?
state might implode if we plucked another coach from them.
Oh my god!
It'd
But
start a
honestly-
civil war.
Honestly, that would be just hilarious.
I just don't even want to deal with them again.
We still deal with them.
What's that?
We still deal with them.
It's
Yeah,
calm.
they're going away.
Yeah.
Or
How to block a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Anthony James says Wisconsin's RB coach would be a good hire. I don't know who their RB running back coach is. Who is it? But they always pump out good running backs. So
Too
Yeah, I
close
mean-
to Alex Grinch.
Devin Spalding? Is it
Yeah, no
Spalding?
disrespect to Wisconsin. I mean, all they did was run the ball prior to last year. So,
No, it's-
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously going to get some good guys if you just continue to run the ball.
yeah,
Um,
and then
Eric McKinney's list, Lucky Chan.
I like this one. Yeah,
Eric McKinney's list. Okay, so top of the list. I don't think this is in any particular order, but he said Carlos Loughlin, the running backs coach for Oregon, Keith Bonaparte.
Bonaparte.
Is that how you say it? Why is there so many H's in there that you don't even pronunciate? That's just
It's silent. PC, the H is silent right there.
Yeah, but he's the Michigan State running backs coach, and then of course the sharp choice, Larry Potter or Porter from North Carolina,
Harry Potter.
John Wozniak, Oklahoma State running back coach. He did coach Ollie Gordon, so he was one of the best running backs last year. Keenan Hall for Baylor. Newland Isaac from Liberty. He's their co-offensive coordinator and running backs coach. Why not? Kennedy Polamalu and Chad Morton, which we already know what B. Jones thinks about that.
I'm not completely. I mean, like if we hired him right now, I wouldn't be mad at him. But no, it's kind of.
You wouldn't be jumping up for joy.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Be honest with you. And I'm not saying that the guy can't do his job. He's, he is who he is. But I feel like we need to go in a different direction.
We have a rare Ohio State fan saying good things about Michigan. Jordan says, Mike Hart is a great coach, so that would be great if we could get him, which would be kind of strange. He's a Michigan alum. We played him. Didn't we make him fumble? Because he was like one of the running backs that never fumbled, and he fumbled against us.
I believe that was Taylor Mays, right? That forced that fumble.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
Hold on, Tim.
let's see, Tim Prangley, shout outs. And who else? What else has the chat said? Anthony James did say Oklahoma State's running backs coach. Tyler, let's start the Mighty Ducks chant, quack, quack. Hey.
I want to see Raul's face so bad right now.
The Mighty Ducks is an underrated movie. So
Yeah.
Let's see. Touchdown USC. Bobby Turner, the running backs coach for San Francisco. We got a former NFL coach. Why not him? He coached Christian McCaffrey, but I wouldn't say he made him better. But McCaffrey was always great. But
Also, didn't Lynn's father? Wasn't he also a running backs coach there?
Anthony Lynn,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm
So,
not sure.
But I know he went to Washington, but yeah.
question for you guys. So, would you rather take an NFL guy or a current college running backs coach?
It depends on if they're younger in the NFL. I would say sure, so it'd be a little bit better when it comes to recruiting. But I don't know.
So,
I was gonna say it depends. I'll take an NFL guy if he has previous college experience and kind of what Blackie Chan said. If he's young, where he can connect with the young guys, for sure, an NFL guy because he can use that as a recruiting tool as well.
Yeah,
who's
I mean, it
out
just
there in
comes
the
down to
NFL?
relationships.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
who's out there in the NFL that
Right.
matches that criteria.
right. Usually, running backs coaches, they're in and out of the NFL in college. They're back and forth.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a lot of them have college experience. But I say that because Lincoln is, prioritized development. If you guys heard in the interview, we'll be talking about the interview later. But if you heard in the interview with Joseph Dalton there, he mentioned that he prioritizing development with his staff hire. So,
Yep.
you think he'll go with the NFL guy first or college? So that should be interesting to watch, man. But either way, I trust
He has
him.
to go quick.
Yeah, I expect us to, and especially with spring ball coming up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on.
I guess I was just gonna say, when do you guys think we'll have a coach by?
Well, spring's right around the corner, so
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be before the end of the month, I'd say.
yeah.
I'd say before the end of the week.
Right.
I mean, it's already Thursday, so in 3 days.
Yeah. Why not? There's no NFL going on right now, so
Oh, no, for sure.
All right, so we're moving on.
Yep.
All right, spring position battles.
Yes, sir. So, which room do you guys want to start with first? I mean, there's going to be some big battles at every position, man.
Do we want to start with the one that everyone really wants to know about, or do we want to end with that?
I guess we'll end with that one, right?
Yeah, there's been plenty of videos going on about that. So,
Hey, don't get into that.
I wouldn't go there.
I was like, what are we talking about?
No, just saying, go check out our guys' videos, man, about the quarterback position battles coming up. But for the rest of the positions, we can get into right now at this very moment. So, flip a coin, man. We're gonna start with O or D first.
Let's go with defense.
All right. Let's start with Let's go ahead and start with the D line, man. Let's get that one out the way.
Okay. Let me get the roster up here real quick.
Sure, if you can. Go ahead
We got
and put it. Even you guys in the chat.
What was that, B. Jones? You want to know the Clipper score? It's 84-100. Thunder are up.
It's a lot of game left, bro. I'm not worried about that.
All right. So
the standings
defensive
look
line. Well, it really all depends on what we're going to see with this game because we still don't know really what he's going to be doing all with this game because that's really going to tell us kind of where each player is going to be at.
I would just say 4-2-5.
4-2-5.
For this, yeah.
So
Four, man. Give me, as of right now, as the roster stands right now, give me your four front.
Are you going to put the roster in the screen, Bucky Chan, or are we going to look at it individually?
I can put it on the screen if you guys want.
Yeah, put it on the screen.
All right.
Show the chat.
It's not going to be completely updated because they don't have that updated crap on their website, but let me get it refreshed here.
I can share if it helps, maybe I can share the depth chart that I have.
Yeah, go for it.
If that's easier.
That's better.
It's gonna be probably a little outdated just because
Guns,
we
do you have
have
all their
81.
Well,
do you have all their like Twitter handles and stuff on there?
No,
too,
I
and
wish
their
this guy would
addresses
do
and
that.
social security
No.
numbers?
No information like that. I wish, dude. I really do.
I'll say this.
I know.
According to Dan,
All right. Can you guys see the depth chart?
Let me put it up here.
Yep.
So according to Dan,
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out next. Yep.
You guys hear that?
Good.
I said so. According to Dan Lynn, there is no depth chart right now, so
Right.
makes all the sense in the world. So I wouldn't worry about that too much.
So D line.
Let me know if I need to make it bigger for you guys.
No, it's good.
No,
Okay.
this is fine.
Perfect.
I don't
You
want
can delete Stanley T off of the defensive
Yeah,
line.
he still
there.
hasn't done that. Yeah, he still hasn't done that. I don't know. I don't think I can.
Oh, this is not you?
Yeah, no, this is somebody from 247. I just saw that he put it out there, so I just have a copy basically.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So our guy UFC Priority is going to strike first here, and he says, we got Shelby, Bear, Rakes, and Lucas.
that's a monster of a start.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah. I think the biggest battle on just the front four is Lucas and Nate Clifton. I can see either one switching on that position. That would be I say the biggest battle on the D line right now. Probably.
Keep in mind, Coach Lynn said he loves versatile guys, and he definitely had some sets after, I've been doing a little dive into his defense. He does have a couple sets where he likes to run all DNs.
Okay.
My question about USC priorities is why not Jamil Muhammad? He was consistent for us last year. You would put Shelby over Muhammad?
I mean, it's possible. I can see Shelby making that leap this year, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be given to him.
Yeah, because Jamil, he had 8.5 sacks for us last year.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll keep Muhammad there, Jamil Muhammad on there, but you never know if it's truly an open battle for the starting spot. I can definitely see Shelby making some noise. I mean, we've seen what he's capable of, and the potential's there.
He says he loves Muhammad. I think he plays a new role in the scheme.
I was going to say that, man. Like I said, I've been digging into this defense a little bit. It's going to be different than what we're used to, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see where Muhammad lands as far as his role.
What are Muhammad's measurements?
He's not the biggest guy for his position.
Jamil Muhammad, let's see what his measurements per what they say on the edge. He's considered a rush end, right? Yeah. 6'1",
He's-
250. That's what
Yeah.
they says on USC's website. So I'm sure that's probably different now. But 6'1", 6'2", probably, or maybe they over exaggerate 6'1".
Mhm.
So, but it's kind of hard to not have him there with all his productivity from last year.
Yeah, exactly. What you cannot deny is his production. So,
Yeah, him and Bear are pretty much solid. I know he says that there's no depth chart, but if we didn't have Bear last year, we could have probably been the worst defense of all last year.
well,
Same
I'll
with
tell you,
Jamil.
I'll put it to you like this, Becky Chan. If I'm the coach and I'm coming in, and after that defense last year, I really wouldn't care what
True.
you did last year. You know,
Yeah.
what I mean? You can prove it just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. But then
There's no dog on
but
there. I know.
he also brought in his players from the secondary, so you can't like expect them to start because of what they did last year. So
Absolutely. I mean, I expect them to
So-
compete.
yeah,
Yes.
everyone should be competing, but like it's kind of hard to not see Bear based off everyone that we have on our depth chart right now. It's kind of hard to put someone over Bear.
Well,
Like-
yeah. I mean, to be honest, Bear would probably be the only one that would be a lock. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we ain't. If Stanley was here, I'm sorry, he would not go over him just because of.
Wondering where he was going with that.
But yeah,
All right.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I think there's still potential that they look for some other guy to plug the middle with Rakes.
Yeah.
And as of now, yeah, I think he's the starter. I think Shelby could flip to the other side and challenge Anthony Lucas for that other edge. And it would be Shelby, Bear, Rakes, and Muhammad. I mean, Carlin Jones is, going to be 305, something like that. So he's not going to be fifth on that list here. He's probably going to be the second unit
see
as
that.
of now. So, I mean, there's a lot that's still to be cleaned up, and they definitely need, I think, another big body that they'll probably get in that second portal wave. So, as of now, yeah, I think it'll be Muhammad, Rakes, Bear, and I think the other edge would be Braylon Shelby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I want to note is that nobody's really talking much about Dejan Lafitte.
Hughes? Oh, okay.
Elijah Hughes as well. But Dejan Lafitte, man, he been putting in major work in the weight room, man. He's 300 plus, strong as a bull, man. Doesn't necessarily mean, it has to translate on the field, of course. That's yet to be seen. But he's someone that I'm going to be keeping my eye on this spring, man. I think he could, throw himself in that rotation if all goes well.
Yeah. I'm excited for that position battle. I think that's probably my most anticipated one.
There's some fun names on that list, though. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a huge Elijah Hughes fan. I think he's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely.
That guy's putting on a bunch of weight. That guy, did you guys see him squatting 5 plates like 7 times in a row this week?
Bro.
Damn,
That-
He's ready.
that boy
there-
moves some weight.
Yeah.
So, and then, we haven't even talked about Cam Fountain. Like, that guy made a bunch of All-Americans look stupid in the All-American game. So, he's definitely going to earn his own reps. So, I mean, the edges is going to be fun. I still think we need a little bit more beef in the middle, but I'm excited about it.
I would say, man, just one more body, one more big body. Give me one more 300-pounder. He doesn't even have to be expected to start.
Yeah.
Just depth.
Rotate. Yep.
Mason, where are you?
What's
Come
that?
on. Mason, Graham.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thought
I'm
you were
looking
saying
at
Mason Todd. Yeah, we
Yeah,
know he's usually lost.
get him,
so.
put him at 300 pounds
Yeah.
on the defensive line. No, Mason Graham needs to really just like, come on, just come home.
So Anthony James mentioned something that mentioned someone that is yet to be mentioned. We mentioned him previously.
Yeah,
We're very high on Sam Green here. So yeah, he's TBD as well.
he was talked about so much in the spring, and then we just saw nothing.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, there's some maturity issues, or I guess you could say some he had to adjust a little bit to college lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
And that's fine, but I hope he makes a huge jump this year.
right. And that's just hearsay. I don't know how factual that is, but
yeah.
But we'll see. Either way, man, I expect him to. I have my eye on him this spring as well. He's for sure someone.
So, do we want to move on to the next position?
Did you guys get your 4? I don't think we all gave our 4, did we?
No.
I think Raul still needs to go. Yeah.
Oh,
Could be
okay.
wrong.
Yeah, I'll go pretty much with what you guys have there. Luke is Bear, Rakes, and Muhammad.
Yep, I think that's safe.
And then I think either Lucas or Muhammad are interchangeable with Shelby. I can see them switching it up.
Yeah, I think there'll be a good amount of rotation, especially at the edge position for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's loaded, and there's so many guys that are gonna earn playing time, So either way, man, that's cool, man. Keep the bodies fresh, keep the rush coming.
Yep.
Yes, big time.
All right. Do we want to talk? What position do we want to talk about next? Linebackers.
Yep, let's go ahead and move up another level, man, to the second level.
This one's gonna be tough to
Yep.
figure out.
Yeah, this one's. Yeah.
So go ahead and drop it in the comments, man. Give me your starting linebackers. So with this defense, it's a 4-2-5. So typically it's 2 linebackers.
Yeah.
But usually there's like a third kind of hybrid guy that you can kind of bring down in the box. So if you want to count that guy as well, I wouldn't. That's fine. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first. Like Easton Mascarenas Arnold, like I think he's that guy has a nose for the ball. Like it's fun watching his tape. He's always in the picture when you see somebody getting tackled. Eric Gentry seems to be a favorite for Matt Entz already, and I'm excited to see him not have to play in an Alex Grinch scheme and have a team and coaching staff that seems to support him. And, put on a little bit of weight. I think, if he can add 15 pounds, not getting pushed back, like his freshman year when he was at Arizona State, like he's talented, like he can wrap dudes up, and like that's exactly what we need, just sure tackling. So I'd go EMA and Gentry as my 2. Rajon getting the reps to kind of squeeze their way in when they do have, that kind of 4-3 traditional stuff when, they do change sets, because Lynn's going to do that a lot. Like we're not going to run the same scheme. And that's one of the things that he does that makes it difficult to kind of decipher what the defense is doing, because he does have different schemes. And so he'll mix it up and put different guys out there. And so I think those 3 will kind of have the most reps. At least I hope so.
absolutely. Guns.
Yeah. I would say Easton. I like his tape a lot. I mean, I'm kind of on the same page, honestly, with Tyler. Eric's a solid option. The only thing is the weight issue. But I think Davis Rajon's gonna excel in this scheme, so I foresee a big jump with him.
So where would you put Rajon?
I would put him middle. Mike,
Middle?
I mean, sorry, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bro.
I know. I like Easton and whatnot, but just because he hasn't been with the team, I am gonna root for Davis and Gentry to come out on top, or one of the other guys that has been with the team for a while. I mean, I know that we recruited Easton, but I'll be rooting for Sean Davis, Ray John Davis. I mean, big fan of him, and hopefully he breaks out this year.
Right. Lucky Chan, go ahead, man. You got.
All right, so I'm actually a fan of Mason Cobb. So, I think I know there were some games where he looked bad, but he for the most part he had a game saving touchdown, or I mean a game saving tackle against Arizona, that triple overtime. He's led plenty of times in tackles for us when we couldn't tackle. So I do like the three that they have here. Eric Gentry. I know it's a 2 linebacker set, but like you said, he sometimes has someone come up into the box. So I like the three that he has: Eric Gentry, Mason, and Easton. But Rajon definitely could steal some reps from Mason.
Right.
Then Rajon has 2 years left, right?
I believe
I
so.
think this is last year. I think.
Does he have any COVID year?
Yeah, he should have a COVID year.
Maybe, yeah.
He's got
They should, yeah.
Rajon, let's see. He's a junior. Doesn't say red shirt, so he should have a COVID year.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he has 2 years left too. So.
Yep.
But we don't want to count on that.
So
But his dad definitely keeps him grounded. So
yes. So I'm gonna go with Easton, of course. I mean, you can't deny what he did at Oregon State. The dude's just a baller. Mason Cobb. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Mason Cobb, he's gonna have a breakout year. I know everybody was hard on him last year, but I can tell you in that defense, when you have undersized linemen, there's nothing you can do as a linebacker.
yeah.
I'm speaking from experience. I'm telling you right now, man, it's not pretty. When you got your own lineman in your face every play, because they're getting pushed back and blown off the ball. So expect Mason Cobb to really break out this year. And I'm pro with Gentry, man. Gentry is just a guy that you gotta have on the field.
Yeah.
He affects the game so much, man, and just causes all kind of problems.
He really does.
With his height alone, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, everyone knows that he has to pick up weight, and he's currently, from what I'm hearing, he's doing that. He's picked up a little bit, and obviously he's eating a lot more. So we'll see how that plays out by the end of spring, man. If he can keep his weight up, Gentry's he could be dominant, man. You see, what was that, the Cal game, man? He just took it over. So he can be dominant sometimes, man. What's up?
Is it his metabolism that just makes him not gain weight?
Yeah, it's just that's
Speed D. Speed D.
Must be nice to have a good metabolism.
Tyler, no one asked you what kind of D you like, all right? We just
Pause. Get that pause button.
Pause.
No.
I know you want that D line, D Jones. All them D's. One after the other, big guy.
Oh my god.
Also, Rajon is another guy that you can put pretty much anywhere, man.
Yeah.
As a linebacker. He can even play that hybrid role. He's that athletic. So, you can almost play him as a box safety. You know what I mean? He's athletic enough to do that. So I think I don't know if he'll start. We'll see, but there's definitely a role for him in his defense to where he should fulfill quite a bit. So
and I love. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying that what D'Anton Lynn was saying at his press conference, that he's going to implement things slowly, almost like obnoxiously slow, to the fact that they don't have to keep doing this over and over again.
Guns tell them, man. How annoying was that watching that from the stands, man? Nobody even knew what they were doing. Nobody knew their assignments, right? So Lynn is definitely going to make sure that everyone knows exactly what they're doing, man. We've seen that way too many times last year just because the defense was just too complicated and for no apparent reason, honestly. Shouldn't be running that inverted cover two in the friend or having
Please don't talk about that. That just raises my blood pressure every time.
Yeah.
Cover 2 invert, best play out there, man.
Right.
Halfback wheel.
Right. Yeah. Never seen that before. So
let's just stop because I'm getting upset.
Let's move on here.
Right.
I'm upset. I'm so mad.
Let's move on to secondary.
Oh, this is going to be a huge battle.
Absolutely. We are so stacked in our secondary, man.
Spot on USC, Jay.
What up, Jay? We are so stacked in the secondary, man. We can make an argument that we have Jordan cover your ears, that we have the best secondary in the nation, man. We know you got Caleb Downs over there, Jordan. Relax. But top to bottom, man, I think we got you. Yeah.
Do we want to separate quarterbacks from safeties, or just all together?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start with corners, man. Who you guys got? Go ahead and start, Black Chin.
No, don't make me go first.
Why not? You spoke up, man. Go ahead.
Just because I spoke up doesn't mean I wanted to be first.
I can go. I'd say to Carlos Nicholson. I mean, he's 6'3". He's really long. And Jacoby Covington. Those are the two that I would pick as my corners right now. Covington played well when he was healthy. He played pretty well in the bowl game. Nicholson, I like the length there. So you look even 4 deep there, and Celis being 4th string, like that's fun to watch for sure. So even if we get hit with the injury bug, I'm excited about the depth. That's a lot of dudes.
Absolutely.
This is a hard decision.
Yeah, I would say, man, it's probably our deepest position group for sure.
Yeah, no, HR picking stuff like that. That's the name that just sticks out to me right now.
What's up?
Traquan Fagans.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be in the mix, man, for sure.
Don't forget about Prophet Brown.
Prophet.
Yeah,
that bowl game.
Yeah, that was his breakout.
The best tackling I've seen on that defense in a while.
So which are your 2, Blackie Chan?
That's it. Fine.
You can give him 10 minutes and come back to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Prophet Brown and DeCarlos Nicholson, maybe.
Okay. Not mad at that. For myself, man, I think I'm gonna go with a more veteran lineup, man, just because those guys had a lot of experience. DeCarlos Nicholson being a senior, I think.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he's a senior. And Jacoby Covington. Those guys got the experiences. Of course, Humphrey will be in the mix as well. So I can see that being like a three-man rotation.
You like your 3-man rotations, huh?
I mean, I was gonna say all those guys you can rotate them.
Wait, one.
Hey,
I'll give you a pass.
B. Jones. I was gonna say, I guess you can rotate them.
What's that, bro?
I was gonna say, I guess you can rotate them all.
Everybody got jokes tonight, No, but then too,
I was waiting. I had to get you back. I was
yeah,
waiting.
I know you. I'm playing lightly too. You snuck that one. I got you. I knew it was coming back eventually.
I had to mute myself because I can't stop laughing. Whew.
All right, let's bring it back in. Guns, who you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm on the same page as you, Tyler. The Carlos and Jacoby. I could see Prophet getting that second spot as well. No disrespect to Humphrey, it's just I feel like I've seen him, just kind of get blown by or just give it the touchdown just based on watching UCLA. So he's going to be in the rotation, but I'm a big fan of DeCarlos. I mean, some teams in the SEC weren't throwing at his side. Great tackler. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty. So yeah.
Pause.
Oh, we're so this, man. Why are we like this? All right.
Listen. Oh my god. Okay. So my turn. Okay. I have honestly yet to watch any of DeCarlos's tape, so it's kind of hard for me to really give a good proper evaluation of him. So based off what I've seen, I would go with Jacoby, number one. And it's a toss-up right now between Traquan and Prophet for me. Prophet really, he shocked a lot of people. He was buried in the depth chart, and then people left for the NFL and just didn't suit up for us. And he stepped up and he killed it. Like, I was really happy with what he did. A lot of solid tackling. There was some busted coverage here, but nothing that Doug Bell can't fix. Which I have full confidence in him. So I'm gonna go with Jacoby and Traquan, but Prophet and DeCarlos, I'll have to look at some of his stuff, and everyone's been saying DeCarlos, so I'm going to be different.
Well, I definitely encourage you to go look at that man's film.
I'm actually pulling it up right now.
Yeah, definitely encourage you. But yeah, I'm not mad at those picks at all. Check Anthony James out, man. Trying to throw his little jabs in there. But
hey, we can throw a jab at him here. So watch out for Crawford to bust into the rotation. So
Yeah,
you better watch your words, Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't see any like straight up highlights from DeCarlos, but just a lot of different games that I would have to watch the full game of it to be able to find him.
That's the best thing to do.
I know, but like it's just one game after another, so I have to keep looking out for number 4. So
you do that right now.
I'll do that later.
That's your homework right there. But
yeah.
I'll send you a little video there, Black and Chan, for you.
What's that?
Hey, Jones, who you got?
I'll send you over a video, Black and Chan, so you can see.
Gotcha. What was your question, Tyler?
Who you got? Did you? Oh, you picked the same two guys I did. You said Nicholson and Covington.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're
everybody?
good with DBs. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to arguably the deepest group. Well, I don't even think it's arguable. I think that's pretty indisputable, man. Our safety room. This is probably going to be the hardest one, man. This is probably going to be the hardest one.
I think there's like a pretty key number 1 on there, but it's still going to be a fight.
Let's pick 3. Considering
Pick 3,
yeah.
Okay.
Pick 3. Give me your box.
I guess I can start Kamari, Ramsey, Smith, and Branch.
That's 4.
No, I said 3.
That's 3.
No, I said Ramsey, Smith, and Ramsey Jalen is on.
Oh, I thought he said Arnold in there somehow, but okay.
No, I said Kamari, and then he said his last name.
Okay.
I mean, I hear you, Raul, but you can't overlook Arnold, man. He's the ball. He's got a lot of experience, man. Highly rated by PFF. You definitely can't leave him off, man. Or at least me. I can't leave that guy off, man, based on his production last year at Oregon State. So I'm gonna go with him, Jalen Smith, and Kamari Ramsey.
Yeah, I mean those are the three for me as well. But I mean, just add more Zion, right? He could be in rotation. Beavers. I mean, every time I see Beavers, man, that dude impresses me. So would not be shocked if he's maybe a starter somehow or definitely in the rotation.
In the rotation, if nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got a solid, like, 2 deep set of 3 dudes that, you can start with. Kamari Ramsey's going to start for sure. The box safety is going to be fun. Like, Zion is built to do that. Christian Pierce built to do that. Jalen Smith, like, not size ideal, but like that guy's got heart and will tackle a dude 100 pounds more than him like nobody's business. So, like, I'm excited. Like, this is such a fun group to see who's gonna. I mean, they're all gonna get reps. Hopefully, Bryson Shaw's in the 4th unit, but outside of that, I'm fine. We got lots of bodies, so hopefully 2 left feet can just be a nice practice squad guy.
Now,
Whoa.
I will say, Bryson Shaw will fit this scheme a little better than the previous.
Everybody's gonna fit this damn scheme better than the last one. B. Jones, come on, man.
You can play in the box. Bryson will come up and hit.
Oh, he froze.
Yeah, as long as he's in the box, I have no major issue with that. But yeah, just don't let him cover everyone.
He had some good tackling in the bowl game.
Exactly, in the box.
In coverage. Yeah, without coverage.
Yeah.
Don't make that guy have to turn his.
And then when he tried to cover,
it just ain't gonna work.
And then when he tried to cover, he got lucky that the guy fell.
Yeah, that was a guaranteed touchdown.
Yeah, he definitely got bailed out, but
okay.
So, not to beat up on Shaw tonight, man.
I know.
That's my job.
You know what? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna think outside the box. Bryson Shaw #1. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, come on, man. Nobody's buying. Right. Nobody's buying.
It's almost.
There you go, David. You know what's up.
It's almost April Fool's Day, right? No.
Getting closer, yeah. By the day.
Kamari Ramsey. Honestly, Kamari Ramsey and Jalen Smith are pretty much kind of a lock, or at least I know Jalen Smith. I feel like is a lock. He was our MVP last year for our defensive side for the most part. He was probably the most consistent of our DBs. So, but Kamari Ramsey, Jalen Smith, and Akili Arnold, like you said, don't sleep on him. So, like we have a good solid 4. Like 2 deep, 2.5 deep, and then actually 3 deep with Christian Pierce.
Exactly.
So, and Marquise guy.
That box safety is going to be so fun.
Yeah,
like
it sucks to have
step up. Like, I think like Rajon can play that same type, like that. Like he can play that like box safety type role too. Like he can get out in coverage. Like if we needed them to in that type of set. So,
but do we want to put more stress on Doug Belk for that though? Come on. He already has a lot to already pick from at this point. Do we need him to be like, crap, now I have to think about Rajon being in this rotation? No.
Well, no, he wouldn't be in his room. We're not saying that.
Yeah.
But I just mean like, we're audibling, in some sort of, type thing. We're not changing personnel. But Rajon can still do a lot of those box safety type things because he covers sideline to sideline so well. And like that, to give Bryson Shaw credit, like when he is playing in the box and he does step up, like he's a pretty sure tackler. He just is absolutely abysmal in coverage. So Like that's why I want him, being that type of, box safety.
Yep, I agree with that.
All right.
You guys let us know in the chat, man. I haven't seen too many of you guys put your input in. As far, give me your starters. For
Anthony
safety.
James says, "Watch out for Crawford to bust into the rotation."
Pause.
Yeah, come on, man.
Blackie Chan, that was such a disappointing head shake from you, man.
Let's
Oh,
see.
man.
HR says Fagan might sneak in there.
Yeah. I mean, he's another guy who's pretty versatile, man. So,
All right, let's talk about the most fun one we got on the list right here. Place
what's-
kicker.
well,
Ryan Sari, baby, let's go. He can finally kick a touchback. So that figures out a third of our special teams issues.
We have this many kickers, and yet we
pretty
still
sure-
went with Dennis Lynch.
No, I'm pretty sure Tyler Robles is gonna overtake.
Yeah, I'm giving it either Tyler or the new kid.
Ryan.
Yeah, this Lynch guy here, he needs to be either all the way at the end and call him F or just gone. No offense to the kid, but need him gone, man.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
got a
the
lot.
fact that he can't kick a touchback is like,
It's hurting us
dude,
more
that-
than anything.
It's hurt
Yeah.
so much.
yeah, like you should not need anything more than like send 10 guys out with the kicker, make sure they just run and go touch the goal line, and that's all they got to do. Like they're plenty good enough to be able to kick a touchback. And then even when he does get kind of close, then he kicks one out of bounds, and it's even worse. So
I'm telling you
that
guys,
that's just got to stop.
there
Yeah.
could be a walk on from around the neighborhood that can kick a touchback.
Man.
Raul, you grew up playing soccer, bro. You could probably do just as good.
I mean, I'm out of eligibility here, but I'm pretty sure I can find a few
You
walk
don't have
ons
your
to
COVID
try
year,
out.
bro.
I
Hey,
can
we
put in a request, right? Hey, COVID
Yeah.
year.
That's right. But yeah, man, I know who I don't want to see. I can tell you that. That's for sure.
That one guy when we went to the UCLA game, B Jones, that one guy.
Yep, that's the guy. I was ready to snatch him off the field, man. Good thing Raul was there to hold me back.
all right. Let's be serious now. We need to move on because this is getting a little late now. So
Yep, let's go.
Yeah,
Offense?
Yeah, we can go to
offense.
offense.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so let's go ahead and go with
Line.
let's go to O-line here. So, oh wow, they already have Ryan listed as a center.
Oh yeah.
I hate that so much.
Guns, why don't you go ahead and take your
Yeah,
gun.
give us your pitch, Guns.
Yeah, so I mean, I know he's a tall center, based on history, but I mean there's tall centers out in the NFL. One of Riley's favorite guy, which shout out to 49ers fan for telling us this, Creed Humphrey, he's about 6'4", which is basically an inch shorter than Jonah Monheim. So I have no issue with it. Again, it's better options at center with Jonah, Micah, Jason, even this O'Connor kid, than what we have at tackle. To me, all we have is Elijah Page. Mason Murphy is just not a starter, in my opinion. Cooper Lovelace is not even a tackle, in my opinion. So I don't even know why he's showing up there. So yeah, I would pretty much Elijah, Pregnon. I would go Noah over Gino, Jonah, Monheim, and then hopefully the SMU kid that recently went into the portal. We'll see what happens there, but that's the big missing link right now is that tackle.
Since you mentioned the SMU kid, that's Marcus. I'm blanking his name. Bryant. Sorry,
Bryant.
Marcus Bryant. Yep. There's if you guys haven't heard, there's mutual interest between us and him, and so maybe we can expect to see some moves being made soon. But things are looking very very good for us. So
Yeah, I think the big, the obvious one here, Elijah Page seems to have, solidified the left tackle spot. I don't really see anybody on this list challenging him anywhere. I don't want Jonah Monheim to play center. I want him to play left guard. That is what he's supposed to play when he goes to the NFL. And we've tried let's move a guy over and play center like 4 times already. And over the last 15 years, and it just hasn't worked, I think, any of the times that we've ever done that. So I don't really feel good about that being the case. I would like, somebody that can handle being a center. I don't really love, this looks a lot better if we do get the tackle Marcus Bryant for sure. Because I don't think Mason Murphy is a tackle. I don't think he's the guy that you want to, get into the second level to try to take on linebackers when you're trying to run the ball on, the strong side. That's a scary proposition for me. So I think Alani Noah is on that second unit. Probably has a pretty good chance. Between him and Gino and Pregnon, Pregnon did not impress me at all last year. He had very average games, and then he had some very bad games as well. And I don't have a lot of faith there. We'll see what happens and what changes. And Jason Zandamela, got to throw his name out there. Do I feel great about a true freshman starting really big games against LSU? No, but he was the number 1 center in the nation and apparently weighs 305 already from some of the things that we've said. So maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But that guy's tape is fun to watch too. He absolutely bullies the hell out of everybody. So this unit right here is the difference between us losing 4 games and getting stomped by the teams that we hope that we can kind of play with and hang with, and us really being able to make the defense is a lot better, and the staff is going to make them way better than what anybody I think really anticipates outside of SC fans. This is the unit right here that is the make or break for this season, in my opinion. The difference between us losing 1 or 2 games and us losing 4 games or 5 games.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. And we have some pretty rough defensive line games that we're going to be going against. Mason Murphy and at Michigan, LSU's defensive line. Oh, Mason Graham. Sorry, Mason Graham. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, those are our first 3 games. So that's they're definitely going to set the tone for us. Elijah Page, definitely left tackle for me. I would move Emmanuel to right guard and then move Jonah to the left guard. And then we have to go to the transfer portal for center, or maybe Gino moves to center. Did he get any practice at center last year before he got injured?
Yeah, he practiced before he got hurt.
So I would say put Gino in the center position, and then we gotta really hope that we get Marcus Bryant and then put him at right tackle. That would probably be the most complete offensive line that we could probably put together at that point. Maybe Alani Noah could step up. He had some good games last year. Jason Zamandela, I'm sure he's going to have, I don't know, like you said, Tyler, his tapes he just pancakes everyone. Like he's
The freaking bully.
He's violent.
It's awesome.
yeah, he is violent. So if he can somehow really like make a huge step, because he's very raw. He's still fairly new to football. So he's definitely going to be the future for us, but I don't know if starting him right now would probably be the best, but maybe more down in the season, not against Michigan, not against LSU, but who knows? So we definitely got to hit the transfer portal.
Yep. I agree with that. So like Tyler mentioned, man, physically, Xander Miller's ready. He's strong as a bull. You know what I mean? If you watch this film, man, he just manhandles everybody. Of course, I mean, that's on the high school level, but it's all there. You can see it. The potential is definitely there. You can see why he is rated where he is. But however, you don't want a true freshman. Well, I won't say you don't want, but it's not ideal to have a true freshman center. I mean, that is the most important position on the field from a mental standpoint, man. So all the physicals are there, but still waiting to see the mental. Now, I can tell you from having a brief conversation with Jason Zandermiller, very smart kid. And there's no doubt in my mind that he will pick up the offense and the signals very fast. So it's just a matter of when for him. You know what I mean? But his future is definitely bright, man. He will be he could possibly be a first rounder by the time he leaves here. But right now, I think we definitely need to get some reassurance, man, in front of the center position. I am not a fan of Monheim moving over to center. As Tyler mentioned before, just never has gone well for us, man. And I mean, the goal is to get the guy to the league. So put him where he's projected, you know, to go. So, but yeah, Elijah Page, I think that's pretty much a lock. Preon, he definitely needs to work on his foot speed a little bit. He's a little slow-footed, but moving into the Big Ten, those defenses can be a little slower than what we saw. So we'll see how that works out. But and plus he came from the Big Ten, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Do you think this will be a make or break year for Henson for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%.
Tell us everything. Yep. So we definitely have a lot of developmental guys that we recruited over the past 2 years. So it'll be interesting to see who's shining, who's going to shine, who's getting developed. So It's all there for him, man. I definitely want to see Monheim at right guard. And as far as tackle, if we can solidify Marcus Bryant, if we can go ahead and capitalize on that, I think that'd be best, man. But Monheim at center, I'm not sold, man. And not that he's not capable, just I don't know, man. I guess the trauma, man, from previous seasons, man. Just got me a little traumatized, man. I'm just not ready to see that. But but we definitely got some things to work on the offensive line. Spring ball is definitely gonna be something to watch there. So and see who's making some noise. But yeah, watch out for Jason Zandermiller, man. He will be the guy. It's just a matter of when.
Yep.
So
should we bust out tight ends position real quick?
I think
It's not that bad. You need to stop that. You're abusing that button now. It's just called tight end. You gonna pause every time someone says tight end?
No, you said bust out.
Bust out the
Yeah.
tight end or something like that.
Did you go, Raul?
No, I didn't. I was just gonna
Oh,
say.
God, sorry, Raul.
No, it's all right. I was gonna say, hey guys, I don't know the O line like you guys do, so I was just gonna what I was gonna say. You stole, Blackie Jan. I was gonna say I think Henson's might be a make or break year for him because the O line didn't look good at all last year, and kind of what you guys mentioned. If we can figure out the O line, I think it'll be a big difference whether we win 11 games and make it to the college football playoffs or miss out on it. And I just hope that Alani, Noah, Micah, and all of them have taken a big step forward from their freshman year, because we're definitely going to need their depth. I mean, hopefully we don't get any injuries, but we all know that it's hard to go through a whole season without experiencing injuries. So we definitely got to build that depth, and I just hope that Noah, Micah, and them, are ready to step in if their numbers called.
Absolutely. I mean, my overall opinion on the O-line, man, we have, for the most part, we have the pieces. We have the bodies. We have, some guys that definitely have potential. It's just we'll have to see how far their development is going. But I can't say that nobody was expecting Elijah Page to arrive on the scene the way he did. Well, so maybe there's a few. Well, we knew it would happen eventually. We just didn't know how soon. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Hey, come on, Jeff. We count on you to be one of the first one here.
We're disappointed in you, or we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
We forgive you because you say you're going to watch from the beginning, so we appreciate it. hit that like button for sure.
Absolutely. All right, so let's move on to our receivers. Thank you, Jeff.
We forgive you now.
You've been forgiven.
Hey, Jeff, you missed out on a few fun topics earlier, so definitely rewind that and catch us when we're done here on the live.
Sure.
Yeah, for the tight end spot, though, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that Walter Matthews ends up being the one at the end. Like that dude's a freak of nature, and we need that big old body. And like he reminds me of oh God, of course I lost the name like right as I was going to say it.
Topher.
Huh?
Randall Topher?
No, the guy, Georgia, big,
Okay.
basically lineman. He plays for the Steelers now.
Darnell Washington.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I
Yeah,
knew you were going to come
Guns
up
would
with
know
that right
that.
away. Yeah, I see him like same dude. I mean, he's basically a sixth lineman out there, and like if we have a average offensive line, then I want a dude that can help, push them back, and he looks like that guy to me. Lake McCree probably, has a good chance of still being the one here, but Walter Matthews is kind of that do-it-all guy that can basically play three different positions. He can run up the seam, and he can make that contested catch because he's like 6'1,000, and he also can be that sixth guy on the offensive line. So
Was that a height right there? 6'1,000?
yeah, he's a 6'1,000. Yeah. That dude is tall as all of the bad words that we're not supposed to say on the internet.
6'1,000. That's a new one right there.
Yep.
But, yeah, man, I definitely agree with you about Walter Matthews. He's another one of those guys. It's just a matter of when for him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, if we start right now, I would definitely have to go Lake McCree. But I have my eye on Tabo, man. I want to see how he's going to be used. I expect his role to grow, playing a little H-back for us. And I actually want to see him get a couple carries, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I feel like he's undersized though.
Who was that?
Carson
Tabaracci.
As a true
converted
tight
linebacker.
What do you guys think of Cade Eldridge too? Because he was playing running back right out of high school.
that was Tabaracci.
Yeah, he was kind of like similar to Carson. He was like an H-back, kind of played multiple positions in high school.
My dark horse is Walker Lyon.
Yeah, Jeff. He's back this season.
Yeah, he's
Walker
back.
Lyons.
He'll be on campus soon, or is he on
Yeah, for
campus
fall.
now?
For
Oh, he's
Walker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walker Lyon.
Fall, yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of what's his name from Georgia. They're all like
The one who
Uh,
just left.
who?
The one who just left. Is that
Yeah.
the- Oh,
Yeah, Brock Bowers.
Brock
yeah,
Bowers.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think this is one of my favorite rooms, especially with the young guys, Walker, Walter, and even Joey. I could see Walter and Joey split outside for some, situations and whatnot. Interested to see how healthy Lake is, which I think that gives Carson a good chance to maybe get more reps. But I'm in agreement. I think one of these young guys they're gonna step up and take the room over.
All right. Anyone else need to go?
Bro, what you think as far as tight ends, man? Bro,
I'll probably go with McCree just because he has the experience to start off, and maybe kind of what Tyler said, as the season develops, one of the young guys might take over.
you definitely see that.
Yeah, I expect Lake to start, but Walker Lyons is going to get some catches.
All right, so let's move on to wide receivers.
Okay. This is going to be a tough one, too. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be tough at all. 'Cause There's going to be a rotation for this one. I don't think we're going to see like
Uh,
consistent starters for this one, but for me, Jacoby Lane, I'm on like I wouldn't say bandwagon, but I'm all for Jacoby Lane right now after that bowl game and even some plays before that. Jacoby, let's see here, Deuce Robinson, and I know everyone wants to say Branch, and I love Branch. Branch is he's a great athlete, but it's a toss up between Mackay and Branch for me, actually. And I know people want to say Chiron because he's been there and he has the ability to do it, but I'd say Branch, but don't be surprised if Mackay gets a lot more reps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think Lemon and Branch it's a close battle, but I got to give Deuce over Hudson. If we can get Deuce, Jacoby, and either Branch or Lemon, it's a pretty crazy three right there.
I just think it's going to be so damn fun the following year in 2025 when we have that quartet of Deuce, Jacoby, Branch, and Mackay as all true juniors. Like, if it's Jaden Mayava, if Miller Moss comes back for his senior year, if Juju Lewis gets them all as freshmen, like that's just not fair. Like, that's absolute insanity. So I'm super excited about that. I mean, if I had to pick like the three starters that are going to roll out there, against LSU, I'd pick Deuce Robinson, Jacoby Lane, and Zachariah Branch. But that unit is going to get mixed in a lot. And I think Joey Olsen will eventually be like Deuce Robinson and start rotating in with the wide receivers more than with the tight ends because we only have 7 guys out there. And that's pretty thin and pretty light. So I think we'll probably get another wide receiver in the second wave of the portal with one of the 4-ish scholarships we have. I think that's one of the ones that we need because I think we need another body there because 7's pretty light. So, yeah.
I just realized Joey Olsen's not on this list.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
past
He's
Walter.
in
He's
the-
just all the way over here. Yeah, he's just all the way over here.
Oh,
That just shows how many tight ends we have. Yeah.
Right. So, you guys know I'm big on Chiron. He had his issues last year. He had a couple of drops, but I expect that to get cleaned up. That's cell reps. So, yeah, Yeah, I think he was MVP of spring ball last year, or was that fall camp?
It's, fall camp.
Fall camp. Yeah, I expect him to keep that going. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna roll with Chiron. I think Deuce will probably come back in slow to start the season. Coming off the baseball and everything. But I definitely probably expect Deuce to eventually become the starter. But if I had to start the season, I'd probably go with Chiron. Zach Branch, now that battle right there is definitely something to watch. That Makai Lemon is more polished as a receiver. But of course, Zach Branch has all the physical tools that you can't even, can't even dream of, man. That dude's just physically gifted. But yeah, Makai's gonna definitely put some pressure on him, man. That's for sure. He'll definitely be in the rotation. I'm interested to see Jaden Richardson, man, his transfer from Tufts.
Tufts.
Yeah. So with him watching this film, he needs to work on lateral quickness a little bit, getting in and out of his breaks. He reminds me like a track guy, you know what I mean? He gives me kind of like track guy vibes. He's got speed, he can take the top off the defense. So he's definitely something to watch. But yeah, getting in and out of his breaks, that's something that can be coached up. So we'll see how that goes. But I can see him and Chiron actually competing for some clock as well for that rotation. So yeah, Xavier Jordan, freshman. He's one of them ones, man. He's one of those. He's one of them ones, man. You definitely got to keep your eyes out for him, man. He will be in the rotation by the year's end.
Yep.
So
You didn't say anything about Jacoby.
that's kind of it's kind of a given, man.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Jeff in the chat said that he ran a 4.5 40 in high school.
who's
Who
that?
That's insane.
Jacoby?
Yeah, he was talking about Jacoby Lane. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to be surprised on that. And he definitely gives me Drake London vibes.
Yeah, jump ball. There's nothing you can do with that dude, man.
Yeah.
I feel like Deuce gives me more Drake London vibes.
Really?
Jacoby Lane gives me like
Yeah,
He was
like
like
a
Tyler
Tyler
Bonds.
Bonds. Yeah, Tyler Bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really reminds me of Tyler Bonds.
bigger
But
body.
see,
Yeah.
Deuce had some drops that kind of I would not see Drake London having.
Well, that's a good
And-
You
point.
gotta remember, it was Deuce's freshman year, though.
So,
Yeah, but like even Deuce, Jacoby, not Jacoby, Drake's freshman year, he didn't have really any drops.
drops are gonna happen,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah,
Drake came from the basketball background. He's got super soft hands like that.
Right.
I always
you would
loved
know, wouldn't
that
you?
he played when they played basketball before. So yeah, I know about them soft hands.
Do you know?
Hey, Blackie Chan threw it out there. I just had to beat him to the punch. So, did we get everybody? You guys all go?
Bro, did you go?
I was just gonna say I'll make it quick because I know some people here gotta head out here soon. But I'll go with Jacoby. Chiron, and I'll give the edge to Branch just because of his speed, and he'll probably be utilized and as a weapon throughout the offense.
Mhm.
Line him up possibly in the backfield again, and just mix him up and just kind of confuse the defense. That's a decoy on certain occasions. So yeah, those will be the three.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
are we ready to move forward?
Yep.
So let's have Tyler do his running backs and his QBs here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited about Woody Marks. I think he's definitely going to be the starter. Quentin Joyner, I'm excited to see what he does with more reps. We got to run the ball more than we did last year. That's a no doubter. I know that Guns is still kind of fuming about the lack of running the rock like we did. So I think now that Caleb's gone, we're going to have a lot better balance, and we're going to see a lot of the talent of our running back room, which I'm really excited about. I think Miller Moss is going to be the starter. I know that a lot of people are trying to, jump on the Jaden Mayava train. I think Lincoln Riley is absolutely, and I haven't really seen a lot of people say this, I think Jaden Mayava is going to have his own specific, miniature playbook, miniature set within there to absolutely just piss off defensive coordinators in the Big Ten. You have all of, these weapons for Miller Moss to throw to, and then, okay, you're going to run a, 6'4", 230-pound Jade Mayava out there, and he's going to run a read option thing and get, all those third and shorts and those types of, tough yardage type plays. It's going to be basically unstoppable. So yeah, I mean, that's my thing. So that's where I would go. I'm really excited. I think Jade Mayava is a killer 1B with what we've got going here. So yeah, the offense is not going to be a problem. We're still going to probably throw up 40 points a game for sure. It's just how much is this defense going to improve, especially in the big games against the big teams.
Yep. Back to
So we're going to go through all of them again then. So yeah, I think we still need to maybe bring in another transfer back. We have I mean, we have great backs. We've really mainly seen just Quentin Joyner when it comes to the running backs and Lincoln Riley's offense. We didn't really see Amarian Peterson. Woody Marks, he's definitely most likely going to be poised to be the starter here. And then Brian Jackson, I'm really excited for him. But we may need to bring in, because injuries can happen. We had some injuries last year and the year before that, so who knows? But I do think Woody's probably going to be the starter for us. His tapes are just insane, and Quentin Joyner definitely reminds me of the running back. There goes one for can't remember. He was the running back for us a few years ago. He won a what is it called? A Super Bowl with Kansas City.
Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones, there you go. And he won a Super Bowl with Tampa as well. But he definitely kind of reminds me of a Ronald Jones kind of running back from that. Yeah, I definitely think Woody Marks is going to be the starter and rotate with Quentin Joyner, and we'll see what Amarian Peterson, how he has improved from last year.
Yep. Those checkdowns to Marks are going to be going to go for some big yardage, man.
Yeah, they are.
Right now. B Jack, he's one to keep your eye on, man. He's that bruiser guy that we need.
Tough yards.
Yep, absolutely. Quentin Joyner, speedster. Marion Peterson is another guy that can go. We're stacked, man. We're looking good at running back, but definitely I'll have to say Woody for sure is going to be the starter, and followed by Quentin Joyner.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's those two. And kind of what we talked about earlier, I mean, maybe Carson can come in, right, for a couple carries. That can be an added depth piece right there. Because I do agree. I mean, 4 running backs is somewhat thin, but, I mean, it's a very talented group, though, with the 4.
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah, Woody Marks as well as a starter, and then Joyner as his backup, and then kind of like what you mentioned, watch out for Brian Jackson potentially, getting some goal line looks with big body. Lincoln Riley might give him the trust and see if he can, perform there. But he's a big body. I think we got to take advantage of that.
Man, 240 as a true freshman.
Oh my God.
You think about his junior year, by the time he's junior year, he might be 260.
Thought he weighs almost as much as Kalolo Taga. He's like 255 as a offensive lineman.
So the guy's gonna be a straight up battering ram, man. So that should be interesting to see. As far as quarterbacks, man, I expect Miller Moss to be the starter. I don't.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Joe.
He's already got the locker room. He's definitely the locker room leader. You know what I mean? He's the leader of this team. You can tell by the bowl game. The players love him, and he's got, he knows the offense in and out. He's been in it for quite some time. Mayava has all the physical tools. Definitely has the potential. He's going to be great. Don't get me wrong. But I think his decision making at times is very questionable. At least last year, looking at his freshman film, 13 interceptions. He would definitely benefit from sitting a year, and actually learning how to read, and being poised and patient. So,
Yeah, but you just said he can't read. That's rude.
come on, man. I'm talking about reading defense. But I don't see him starting over Moss, regardless of how. Yeah, he would have to just be incredible, to take that job from Moss, and at that point, if he does that, then he definitely deserves it. Now you'll get no complaints from me, because you definitely have to be, Superman to take that from Moss.
Yeah, I got to run here, but I just want to leave like the one last thought with the Miller Moss thing. Like, it was only one game. A lot of people say it was only one game, but Miller Moss is a smart dude. He's been there for a long time, and he also probably knew that he's basically got one game to figure out whether or not he's going to be a Trojan. If not, if he didn't play well, he's probably going to have to transfer out, because a lot of the whispers were saying, we don't really know what's going to happen next year, so on and so forth. And, we're looking at getting Will Howard and looking at getting a portal guy and all these things. And all he did was go out there and ball, and, made one mistake and came out there and literally marched right down the field after that. The next time he got the ball, like, he showed a lot of poise. The team, just like you said, B. Jones, like, absolutely loves him. So, like, he's got to be absolutely terrible to lose that spot. I'm excited to see Mayava be a very, like, yin and yang type quarterback, to be able to provide that, gadget type stuff. But yeah, I think the offense is going to run a lot smoother now that Miller Moss is at the helm. Just like, Jeff almost took the words right out of my mouth. Like, no knock on Caleb, but guy tried to be Superman too much, and it's going to be fun to see a lot more structure, and not a lot of plays changed at the last second, and just run the offense that Lincoln Riley is very, very good at running. So
Cliff Kingsbury's gone though too.
Yeah. Hey, look at that tent that Guns just pitched over there. On that note, fellas, I am out of here. You guys enjoy that tent pitch.
Enjoy, man.
Guns. I'm gonna get out from under him right here. Have fun, Raul.
I guess to piggyback from Tyler, in terms of Miller Moss, I do expect him to be the quarterback as well. He's been in the system for over 2 years now, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. So Miller Moss is going to show the college football world, and specifically the quarterbacks out there, the right way to do it. Can't expect to start day one. I don't care what you did in high school. You got to earn your stripes. You got to earn it. And in college, yeah, sometimes you might get lucky and get put in a position where you have the opportunity to start as a true freshman. But the way they used to do it before, the way it worked is, you sit behind a quarterback for a year or two, and, then you get your shot. And kind of what Tyler mentioned, Miller Moss is a smart guy. He's got his degree already, if I'm not mistaken, and he's earned it, and he's learning and picking up as much knowledge as he can from the QB guru, Lincoln Riley. So I think Miller Moss is going to be a breakout year for potential Heisman breakout. If things go well, I think he could be in the Heisman running for sure.
I agree.
I forgot to really go on talk about the quarterbacks for myself, but yeah, Miller Moss definitely should be the starter, but Jaden's definitely there just to make sure he doesn't get too comfortable with his position after that Holiday Bowl. But my only thing is I'm really worried about our depth, and I'm worried about how this is going to work out when it comes to the transfer portal. Like, is Lincoln going to go for someone that is a little bit older or younger when it comes to the transfer portal? Because he said that he kind of is not going to go towards older, I think, in the press conference, if I'm recalling that correctly. But it's going to be interesting because after Jaden, we have Jake Jensen, which he can run the ball. We saw him run the ball in the Holiday Bowl, but who's after that? Because we got to prepare for the worst. And if we have 3 quarterbacks go down, what do we have next after that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If we have 3 QBs down, I don't know if I'm expecting a W. No offense, but
True.
I mean, we have a walk on after that. I don't think they'll add another QB.
You don't think so?
I don't see it.
Not even an FCS quarterback?
I mean, yeah, maybe he's like a grad transfer just to, be more of like a coach. I know that's something that's been floated around, find somebody that isn't going to play, but, has, a high IQ and all that. So, I mean, that wouldn't hurt. But again, we have 4 scholarships open. I want all of those mostly on the defensive side. So, and the trench, basically.
We could probably add B. Jones' former quarterback that he was all obsessed about. Can't remember his name anymore.
Delora?
So, you sure?
Well, funny you brought up Delora. I was going to bring this up earlier. He actually, about probably like an hour ago, is going to the NFL draft. So
Really?
he was in the portal. He committed to Texas State for a little bit, but then I guess backed out of that. And it sounds like nobody else wants him, so he's going to go to the NFL draft.
He can walk on
Shout
for
out to
USC.
Jaden Delora.
If I had to guess, it sounds like academic issues.
Yep, that's spot on, I think, too. Yep, exactly.
But if you can't academically get into Texas State, what?
Exactly, just go pro.
Yeah.
Because you ain't getting over here at USC.
True, that is very true.
And then kind of just going back to the quarterback position, they have a great opportunity this year because they don't have to lock into just one receiver. They can spread out the ball and kind of just use all of our receivers to their advantage. Sometimes when you have that true number one, sometimes you feel forced, especially as a new starter, right? You kind of feel forced to potentially throw it to that number one wide receiver instead of, going through your reads. And I think he's in a great spot this year to, just shine and shock the world.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that, man. Definitely expect the ball to be spread evenly. We'll be a lot more balanced this year, I think, in my opinion, with Moss at the helm.
As long as the offensive line does good.
Yeah, well, yeah, that goes without saying. One thing that should be said though about Miller, man, we know that he's got that dog in him. He welcomes all competition. So having Mayava on his tail is definitely going to bring out the best in him.
So Jeff Rodriguez said, did he play for the Clippers? I'm not sure why he's saying that, but I'm just looking at the Clippers. They just got smoked by OKC.
Not worried about it. Regular season games, just fatigue. Call that a fatigue loss.
Okay, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, so you want to look at those standings while we're at it?
There's no need. The regular season standings don't matter, B. Jones.
Bro, there's no need.
What matters is what happens in the playoffs. Come on,
Bro,
you should know that.
in the play in for you. What happens in the play in for you guys?
It's all right. As long as we make it in, that's all that matters.
Is it all right? Is it going to be all right? It don't look all right now.
We've heard this before, B. Jones. We've seen this before. We've heard this before. The same conversation was being had at last year at this exact same time of the year, and we made it to the Western Conference.
Around.
Yeah, so the Clippers, I mean, come on. You guys are the Clippers. You guys are a losing franchise. You should know this by now.
Things are a little different with Mickey in around.
Yeah, we're making it around. We got how many championships? We got 17. You guys got how many again?
Living in the past.
Oh, living in the past. I'm telling you, you sound like somebody up the fan base up north, but
Watch
it's all right. Hey, fellas, but I do have to get out of here myself. So I just want to say, fight on, fellas. We appreciate for all the people in the chat. We appreciate the love, and you guys don't have to head out of here. I don't know if these guys are out, but I do have to run myself.
All right, bro. We're actually gonna wrap it up. So,
Yeah, probably wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Fellas.
been on this for a little bit here. We'll talk about some more stuff later on, but maybe we'll have a video about it later. So
yeah, spring ball is amongst us. There's plenty of position battles, man. If you didn't get to check out this whole episode, please go ahead and review. Hit that rewind button and play it from the beginning. There's plenty of talk that we went over. Before you get out of here, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. You can catch Black Channel at Black Gaming. Catch my man Guns at Views from the Stands right here on YouTube and Spotify.
Yes.
You know where to hit me. Those are my socials. And we're here, man. We're here for you guys to answer all your questions. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here for Trojan Family. So fight on.
Fight on, boys.